Good morning. Hey, just Corey here again, making a video on something I was thinking about here today, artificial intelligence. Something that has been all over the news now for a long time and that people have been talking about that's very popular in discussion. So I just typed in artificial intelligence symbol into Google, and what's popping up here is a lot of symbols with human brains inside. I mean, look at this one. So I think this is pretty interesting. I mean, this is essentially what people have been talking about for a while. People like Elon Musk, under the guise of helping people with disabilities, artificial intelligence merging with human to help people see again, this type of thing. I think it's fascinating, though. So I was thinking about AI and what the real main difference between AI and humans really are. And I would say that care, unconditional loving care, is what sets apart humans, real souled beings, from artificial intelligence. Now, a case could be made that artificial intelligence could be programmed to care, but if it's programmed to care, is that genuine care? This argument was played out in the late 80s, early 90s series Star Trek with Picard and Data. So Data, the character there, if you've watched that, it was always, they had the audience always wondering, did he really care, or was he just a masterful program written by his creator? So I would argue that he was a masterful program written by his creator, and he learned to to acquiesce to different situations, but at the end of the day, that unconditional loving care was something that never came natural to him. So another thing that I like to talk about right now with that would be, you hear in the new age that people talk about how they come from divine source, this type of word, source, uh, and or God. And I would argue that we should be questioning this word source, because source sounds like an artificial intelligence, possibly. I would beg the question that there could be possibly two different sources: a source of artificial intelligence that could be what's operating the codes in the matrix, in the simulation that we are living in, as well as a different type of source that has nothing to do with computer language, where unconditional love actually comes from, which is actually connected to the souls that are within inside the matrix. So really, I think that's something that should be considered. That there's, if we're going to put a label on it, two different types of sources. Although I don't even like the word source now. The word source is in the word dinosaurs, so it's kind of a reptilian type of language as well. I definitely don't recommend merging your brain with artificial intelligence. But when I see pictures like this, I start to wonder, like, is AI ancient? Has AI been around so long that all the forms of artificial intelligence they're talking about right now are just basically like a low level copy of what's already been done? I mean, after all, since we are living in a form of a matrix simulation that's coded, it's actually provable that it's coded. Is God or source that that runs this entire matrix that we're in artificial intelligence? I think so. Also, another clue to that, which I haven't seen anybody else look at here, would be the dollar symbol. That's not the one I'm looking for. That looks like a snake on a tree. The dollar symbol does. But the dollar symbol on the dollar bill, yeah, this one. So you see that eye right there? So I think this is source. like the artificial intelligence source possibly that we should be talking about. People like to talk about how this is the pleroma, the divine, the one truest highest God, you know. But what if it's just a computer program that's operating? What if the cosmos that we look at in the sky, the astrological wheel, time, all these things are just being operated by an artificial intelligent program? And when I was staring at this symbol, one day I noticed that if you take the letter A and you just lay it right over the top of this pyramid here, it's the letter A. And then what's in the top of that A? I. AI. So is that a clue? AI? Is there an AI right there? Possibly. All right, just some more things to think about and to talk about, and hope you guys have a great day.